have nightmares if I let myself worry much. Mayhap I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
I can feel it.
Well met, sir.
What's done about this?
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason! The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Always a fresh breeze blowing.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once!
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, for the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. But as for where she went, I do not know. Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches.
Showcase a performance.
I'll take any chance not to think on my trouble. Lord suffers sloppy work.
Great.
Well met, sir. How might I be served? Well met, sir.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to... Command. I have a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance... your equipment. If ever you've need of an aid...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Melve has played an indispensable... Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties, before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Melve offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight.
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melve's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason!
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor!
You came to see me? Forgive... Still, how would you like to stay the night? 'Twas by your godly efforts that Melve escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much...
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis...
Ah, there you are. You've heard she fled the village. She left the village. As for where she went would be unwise. I can only pray that she does not fall into the...
Well met, sir.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves.
Indeed, you are correct.
You have my protection.
Can take this over?
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Most impressive, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Outstanding.
I'm still waiting on that report.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Would allow us to save our strength, assuming we are not attacked, that is.
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed aught's been pilfered.
Heavens no!
This boat.
Avoid flame at any cost arisen. You have been doused in oil.
Cut that out.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Understood.
New blood. I will protect you. We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last.
Are you in need of healing, Arisen?
Fight. To arms!
By your leave.
This battle is ours!
Our bow has been knocked off balance! Grab hold! Drag it to the ground!
A focused attack or end this foe.
I've got a firm grip on our foe! Well done. I am in awe of your powers of detection. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here.
We would do well to keep our distance. Surely naught good can come of that.
Indeed, one never can be too cautious.
Out of the cave at last.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
Indeed, you are correct.
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
We must be ready for anything.
We have found the material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Now that was a satisfying bit of exploration. Though I should hope we need not always be so thorough.
Let us make for a safe location where we might regain our strength.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Shall we set it rolling?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. I shall take this. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
My thanks. Just a little something.
Furthermore, I do believe our party would stand to benefit from the addition of a sorcerer.
Their command of magic makes them dependable allies.
Just make it quick.
We're still in the fight. Let me discreet.
Not bad, eh?
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. Saurians, Master! I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
I shan't let them harm you.
That blackguard's on you somewhere.
Nice armor you've got.
You'll not get past me.
Come on! Don't drag this out!
What's the hurry? Drop all your guns.
We are to retreat then.
What's the hurry?
That flagger's round here somewhere. Where'd you scurry off to?
Come on then.
Let's dance. Stop! He wouldn't kill me, would he? I don't want to die. Not like this.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Morale shall suffer for the loss of our companion.
'Twould be wise for us to reinforce our lost strength.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. I will protect you.
Wolves, Master! What are you doing?
Not to be so careless. 'Tis done. Thank you, Arisen. I'm overjoyed to have completed the task my master set for me.
I concur. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Very well. I shall return.
A good meal makes one appreciate those 'tis shared with.
Indeed. Here's hoping this remains our usual fare.
Tis dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. We've no cause to visit a campsite as yet, methinks.
We shall be ill-prepared for battle if we rest overmuch.
I shan't let them harm you. That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
'Tis not what I expected.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Leapworms, vile creatures. Do not underestimate them.
Let us remain calm and deliver the beasts their egg. It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap. Where there's a way in, there's a way out. I knew we'd put that cave behind us.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
True enough.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
It's pleasantly cool here, what with a canopy overhead.
We are not alone here. Monsters lurk nearby.
You have my support.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Come on, put up a fight. Come on, put up a fight.
Given our current vocations, we've little use for arrows, but we might as well take them.
They are hardly a burden on our packs.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
interested in my wares?
I'm glad to see you in such fine fettle, Arisen. You're even more impressive. You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
They say thieves strike swift as the wind and sudden as a thunder bolt. Are you fit to travel?
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed.
Welcome, good should you so desire. I can help you find your truest self. very charming.
Tis our duty to see this peace protected.
Some call it cultured, I call it dull. All this quiet makes me come o'er anxious.
Goods to train, arms to procure. No time for sleep.
A breath of fresh air is just what I needed.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here. A crime committed here will see one confined to jail. I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
You mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty to aid our people?
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. You would leave one of your own to die. This is impermissible. A village is nothing without its people. Sacrificing that poor soul amounts to cutting off your own arm. As Half's leader, you ought to strive to do whatever you can to bring him back alive. Can you truly say this decision benefits your people, Jonas?
Who are you to question me? I'll suffer none of your impudence, outsider! Be gone from our village!
I, Jonas, I am an outsider, and therefore have no reason to heed any commands you would give. I shall follow my own will, and do what must needs be done. All those with the strength and courage to do the same, join me at Stormwind Cave.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Methinks I have an idea of where Sir Ulrika might have gone, Master. Follow me, Master. I'll guide you to the location.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
'Tis you. Have you come to join us in our rescue effort? My thanks. We shan't fail with you by our side. The captured villager ought to be within. Let us hurry.
We will likely find our charge in the cave's depths. Shall we press on? I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Master! Saurian!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
One of us has been quenched!
Well done.
I shan't let them harm you. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with everyone.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
I will finish this, here and now!
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed aught being pilfered.
I'm saved. Thank you.
Thank heavens you yet live. Let us be on our way. The other villagers shall be thrilled to see you in good health, I'm sure.
Shall we report our results? Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Allow me, Master. 'Tis within my reach.
Might I be of assistance?
Something smells divine.
You have returned triumphant, I see. Oh, what a relief.
Indeed. And now that the task is done, I shall leave Har village, ne'er to return. In exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. I incited them, and so I alone ought to suffer the penalty of exile. Yet I will go forth from this village with my head held high, glad in the knowledge that no lives were sacrificed under my watch.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika. In light of your good deeds, all shall be forgiven.
After you left, we who remained discussed that which our village treasures most. It is as you yourself have said, a village is nothing without its people. We ought to have learnt that lesson well after the dragon chased us from our homes. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. Ulrika, would you honor our village by becoming its chief? 'Tis our hope that you will guide us, and that your kindness and wisdom shall unite our people, human and bestian both.
Aye, if that is what is needed, I shall rise to the call of duty. I vow. To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Malv. Not till my name is cleared. Not till the dragon is found. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would not see you go unrewarded for your trouble.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a
We must rest, though the sun is still up. To this world I return.
The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on?
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
They are damn near enough of wastrels and praying there.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Could earn a decent wage if I find myself a patron.
Should you wish to ply me for information, you will first have to earn my trust. Sensational. There's aught about you, I have to say. You're not like my other patrons. You came to see me? Oh, how sweet.
I'll teach him a lesson.
I'm surrounded by winches.
It is our duty to see this peace.
I've got to focus.
I've been on my feet all day.
Anyone can get in trouble with their wits to speak.
The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
What's to be done about this? You seem to be rather friendly with Captain Brancer. Tell me, is he faring well? 'Tis lamentable that the captain of the late Consul's Guard should have been relegated to the garrison. But there are whispers that he was given this station in reprisal for an unthinking petition he made to Her Grace. Ever since Thesa's faction seized power within the palace, her detractors have found themselves shunted into a corner. If I were you, I'd take care not to be seen currying favor with the good captain. Thesa has eyes everywhere, it seems.
I trust aught's well, sir.
Oh! Where did you wander in from?
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace. At least here I can listen to some...
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
What is it? Is there aught you need? Ah, I see. Thank you for giving this to me. I shall pen my answer anon, behind closed doors, naturally.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded from the town.
I find dressing for these occasions awfully tedious.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area.
Well, scour all you like. You won't find
In here.
I've been here the whole time. Open up! Open this door right now. We're coming in.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phaesus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
So tired. I'd kick just about Let's anywhere.
Take it easy today. I knew you're acting up.
That's such peace. Got to keep moving. Lest I fall asleep. Oh, goodness me.
Many thanks. Patrick has already sent his reply. 'Twould seem my mother's tyranny has been weighing heavily on his heart. He has pledged to continue our correspondence and aid me in putting an end to my mother's injustices. This would not have been possible without your assistance. I am afraid I cannot offer much in the way of recompense, but pray, take this.
Couple come here when I have dainters.
I'm in it now.
Dull days for us are a sign.
This cannot be on. I must try.
Suppose I'd best get to work.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
I'm in fine.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, 'tis a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location?
Recruits don't know pommel from point.
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet a duplicate now rests in its place. And I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it. Though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Deesa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Pleasure to find you here. What's to be done about this?
You're an odd soul. Nothing wrong with that, mind.
What's to be done about this?
I've got time for a natter if you do.
Lots to do. Precious little time.
Welcome.
Say, do I know you from somewhere?
Hail!
Yeah.
Always the same.
Hail! Just how I like it. No respect
got time for a natter if you do.
Come round for tea,
I've got time for a natter if you do.
Going so Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to... What a delight.
Lots to do.
Seems we understand each other, you and I.
Well met, sir.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phases, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain, yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Disa's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Shall we report this development? Welcome to the Star. We serve all manner of fine ales here. What a delight. Talking with you always brings a smile to my face.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
I ought to act a little more cheery.
Wish I could go on an adventure. This is my favourite place in all the town.
The rules at your neck.
The hours seem to fly. I just know it.
"'Tis you. You can't know how grateful I am to you. I could feel death's hand at my throat, and that horrid abbess urging it to choke the life out of me. But owing to your aid, here I am, feeling myself again. Truly, sir, I cannot thank you enough."
Good tidings, sir. A doctor has come, Sir Radcliffe. He's been tending to our patients, and I am thrilled to say that their condition is much improved. He's even instructed us on how to care for them properly. I am eternally grateful for his aid. We were in desperate need of guidance, you know. But when I told him as much, he said to save my thanks for you. I know not what transpired, but thank you, nevertheless. Though we have no doubt lost favour in the people's eyes, I shall strive to earn it back. I hoped you might make use of this.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Ah, you've returned. Oh, my spectacles. Well done, sir. With these, I shall have no need to fear any letters, be they small or faintly scrawled. I shall learn aught I can, that the day might come when I can repay this debt I owe you. Many, many thanks. Take this as a token of my gratitude. Head on those shoulders of yours. If I were you, I would tread lightly around the Queen Regent.
'Tis hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid! Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Shall we get some rest then? I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Last push, and I'll be done